Wow. Just wow. Although things may look on the up for Manchester United, there are still problems that were at the club long before Amorim. And one of those problems is Marcus Rashford. He's essentially been put up for sale. His boyhood club, his dream, over. And all it would cost for another club to take the former Manchester star boy is around £40 million. Now obviously 40 million is a lot, especially for a player that has, let's just say, underperformed for the last 2 seasons. Looking back to that 2018-19 Champions League game against PSG, Rashford was being compared to a now Galactico in Kylian Mbappe. The two of them were being said to be the next Ronaldo versus Messi. Obviously, not quite worked out like that, and now, a fair few years on, Rashford, being 27, he's meant to be entering his prime for God's sake, acting like he's still a young prospect that's slowly on the up, just been discovered from the depths of grimy Manchester. A couple of seasons ago, he was in the form of his life, pretty much scoring in every game, and this decline, sadly for him, started on the fateful night of Sunday the 23rd of March 2023. What's so special about this, I hear you ask? Liverpool absolutely battered the Red Devils 7-0, and frankly, he's just not been the same player since then. Obviously, the Manchester derby took place recently, and the outcome being a 2-1 victory for the Reds seemingly thrusted Amad Diallo straight into the spotlight ahead of the likes of Rashford and Garnacho, as the Ivorian scored a 90th minute winner for the Red Devils. One thing that fans and pundits alike, Gary Neville, have been raving about is work ethic, praising Amad for the high work rate that he's shown ever since breaking his way into the first team, and obviously when he was out on loan to Sunderland a couple of years ago. Not the same could be said about Rashford or Garnacho, Man United's supposed star players. Watching them run around for 90 minutes is more like torture. Apart from when one of them decides to score a Puskas winning goal. But aside from that, it's just boring. Amad plays with freedom, liveliness, and that childish charm of just taking men on and having fun. But the question really is, was Marcus Rashford ever that good? Now, as of last year, Rashford had signed a new contract that's worth £325,000 a week. Now, this was obviously seen as a very big deal. Despite having a good season, he wasn't really firing in the 2 to 3 months before that, but because of the name, the history of the club, the potential of being something great, they decided that it's worth committing to. Rashford is very much a form player, because in his last 5 seasons he scored 22 goals, 21 goals, and then 5 goals, the next season 30 goals, and then 8 goals. That's odd. Is he a creative player? Not really. When I imagine Rashford, he's on the left wing, cutting in onto his right foot and shooting. He's meant to score goals. That's what he does. Or what he did. Something that he did get right was in lockdown, helping his community and helping to get food on the table for families that weren't fortunate enough to have the means to do so independently. But now, he's just a meme. He's 27 years old and not getting any younger. Realistically, Rashford being shown the door is the best for both parties. The new manager in Amorim has a completely new way of playing, and Rashford simply doesn't fit into it. Rashford said it himself. For me personally, I think I'm ready for a new challenge, and the next steps, was what he had said in an interview posted on X or Twitter. But genuinely, who can afford him? His wages are insane. £325,000 a week is crazy. But I'm just interested. What will happen next in Marcus Rashford's story?